Hi guys, this is Karen. Welcome to another exciting video. I've been away for about a week or so. The last stash shopping that I did, I have everything here in my basket still. I've been using it all of my work week, and I thought it's rather that I really try the products before kind of reviewing them and showing you how I use them and what I think about them. So I really try them and let's see what I think about them. But first of all, look at this cute mug that I found, and I saw it and grabbed it. I don't care how much it costs. This is just adorable. Let's take a sip of my coffee. Okay, I need something to stay awake. I feel sleepy. So let's do this video and enjoy it. This is the whole purpose of this channel, is to enjoy makeup, just enjoy, you know. I have a lot of fun creating these videos and I hope that you like watching them. So please, if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. That will make me happy. There are more people there watching my videos. That's a lot of fun. But, you know, I'm just babbling, I think, for a few minutes. Let's just kind of remember what we have inside and start applying everything that is here. Okay, you remember that I picked two primers. Let me just grab them. Here they are. I picked up two primers. First of all, I picked up my Milk Makeup, the Hydro Grip. I have a mini and it has a tiny amount. I don't know if you can see that. Really tiny amount. And I can't take it out. So as much as I tried, nothing comes out of the pump, which is really annoying. So I don't know how to take it out. So fortunately I can't take it out, and I haven't been using it all week, so I've been using my Wet n Wild. This is the Impossible Primer Base. This is it says the one silicone-free primer that does it all. So it is silicone-free, and what I do, I take out and it falls. Oh my god, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know where it is. That was so funny. Let's try again. Okay, I have to say that it didn't happen to me all week. Now I'm all red. Okay, so I'm just using this here where I have my big humongous pores. So just as I am trying to really insert the product in the pores, so I am taking my time and working it in. Let's grab some more and hope for the best. Yep, it is coming out normally. I don't know what happened to it at the beginning. I have been using it all week, so there is no reason for it to be clogged. But I guess, well, I don't know. And also I apply it to my chin. Just like that. And again, just putting it, I'm trying to put it inside the pores as much as possible. I have nothing on the back of my hand, so okay, this is really nice. First of all, it's affordable. Wet n Wild are very affordable, which I really like. The affordability of the product, and it's very easy to use, except of what happened now. I just hope nothing fell inside my coffee. Okay, I don't think so. It kind of flew in that direction. I don't think it's in my coffee. So what I think about it, I like it. I mean, it's not you know, it doesn't completely close the pores. It shrinks them a bit, and it helps for the durability of the makeup for the entire day. I hope that makes sense. So it helps to keep the makeup in place, even though I am using setting spray, so maybe it is due to the setting spray, but this primer I really like, and when I'm done with it, I will buy a new one. Well, I have a new one for Milk that I haven't tried yet, so I'll try the Milk, and when I really need to buy a primer, I'm definitely going to repurchase this one. Okay, 5 minutes on a primer. Yay, we're going on a great start. Okay, let's try and do it a bit quicker. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury. This one is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Mine is in shade 4, Natural. I'm just taking one pump. Okay, that were two small ones, like one big one. I usually take a big one. I'm just taking my damp sponge and applying it all over my face. I don't want to take more than 2 small pumps or 1 big one. I don't need that much coverage. I do have already applied my skincare and sunscreen, so this is the kind of the 4th layer on my face. Just let's see if I have everything. Looking in my mirror to see that I did spread it. Now it is Charlotte Tilbury. This is definitely not affordable, but a small amount of product takes you a long way. So I have been using this. I think I have this, I think more than a year. Well, now it's shaken, but if it's not shaken, it's right about here, so there is a 1/3 left. And it is expensive, but it gives really nice coverage. As you can see, very, very good coverage. And it does last all day. Of course, it's a combination of things. It's not just the foundation, it's a combination of the primer, of the setting spray, of the foundation, of the powder. It's a combination of things, so I can't really say it's 100% because of this. But this one gives you a really good coverage. As you saw, I really took 2 small pumps, and as you can see, my whole face, I don't need to reapply. I have everything covered, and this is medium coverage. And it's buildable, so if I want to make it more high coverage, I can, but it's not a sheer foundation. Keep that in mind. Next up, that's powder, and I've been using my Hourglass. This is a Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This one is a mini. I got it as a sample one time. Don't remember. Oh, one of the boxes that I ordered, I think from Call Beauty or ASOS. I haven't ordered from ASOS for a long time. I don't know why. I used to order a lot from ASOS, but I placed an iHerb order today. Not a lot of makeup. I think only one product. Oh, the setting spray that I'm going to show you, I repurchased. So I'll have a backup. I'm just taking from the powder, and this amount of powder that I took, which is not a lot, would be enough for my entire face. I'm just tapping and dabbing, not a lot of product, but it is a very good setting powder. What am I to say? Setting spray. The setting powder, the particles of the powder are really, really small, and it's really a translucent powder. It doesn't give you any tint, which I really, really like. Let's see what I had for bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I had everything from Nabla, all of these. Let's start with the bronzer. This was the bronzer that I chose. This is the Skin Bronzing. Mine is in the shade Soft Revenge. It looks more like a contour than a bronzer. It's very, as you can see, it doesn't have any orange in it, so it's very, very cold. It's not warm, it's cold, as you can see, but I like it. I like it. I really like Nabla's products. I mean, I have these three that I'm going to show you now, and I have a lipstick by Nabla, and I don't know, the lipstick I'm not using a lot because it is a bit, I think it's dark. It is a plumpy shade that I normally don't use in my everyday life, so I haven't been using it a lot, but when I do use it, I really, really enjoy using it. So I have a lipstick and 3 face products from Nabla. I don't have a palette from Nabla, but I heard that the quality is very, very good. So I'm just applying my bronzer above my cheekbone, and I see here that I didn't apply it correctly. As you can see, I've been talking and not paying attention. So I'm trying to fix it now. So I'm applying it above my cheekbone, and I try and apply it in upright position. So I'm pulling up and not down. And the perimeter of my forehead, let's take a tiny bit more. So this is a cool tone, not a warm tone bronzer. If you're looking for a warm tone bronzer, to pick another shade. Sometimes I like taking the cool toned bronzers. Whew. My hair is tingling. Well, look what happened to my hair. Let's just fix it really, really quickly. Yep. Okay. And like that. Okay, so that was the bronzer, and I'm going to choose. I already chose. I'm going to take the Skin Glazing in Lola. This is the blush. Now this is very, very, very pigmented. Very pigmented, and a tiny amount can take you a long way. Look at that. This is really pretty, but very, very pigmented. So be careful. Let's zip from the copy. And tiny, tiny bit. If you took too much, take out on the back of your hand so it won't be patchy. And very light-handed. Otherwise, you will be like a clown with spots of blush, because it is, as you can see, I took a really tiny amount, I tapped it on the back of my hand, and still very, very pigmented. And the last one is the highlighter. Again, Skin Glazing in the shade Amnesia. Let's swatch it. This is how it looks like. And this is the swatch. It's a pretty, pretty shade. Let's just apply. Okay, I wanted to apply a tiny bit. This one also, as you can see, very, very pigmented. I wanted to say take a tiny bit, be careful, it's pigmented, but I kind of washed myself with it because it is really pretty. Now if you don't want to go out like this, then just take your sponge and kind of mute it a bit so it won't be so bold. Okay, so these are 3 Nablas. One is a skin bronzing, and these are the Skin Glazing. So Lola, Amnesia, and Soft Revenge. Love them, very high quality. I love Nabla's products. I really like the packaging. It's very easy to open and close. love them. They are mid-range. If you're talking about drugstore or high-end, they are in the middle. They are not cheap and they're not very expensive, so that it depends on your pocket. Now let's do brows, because I really need to do something with my brows. Oh, I already forgot. I usually forget to use a concealer because, well, ever since I have so many fine lines under my eyes, I don't conceal before I do my eyes. So I'll do my eyes, and if something will fall and everything will be a mess, I'll use the concealer. I took my L'Oreal Inflammable More Than Concealer in the shade 333, so if I'll need it, I'll use it. But let's do the brows. For the brows, I have two products. Well, okay, we'll do it like that. When I filmed the video, I took this one. This is by Catrice. This is really pretty. This is by Catrice. This is called Slimatic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, waterproof. I really enjoy using it, but something happened. Nothing comes out. So my guess is that it has fallen when my girl used it, because as you know, if you've been following me, she does use my makeup, so she probably used it and it fell and she didn't want to tell me, so I couldn't use that. I had to choose something else, unfortunately, and I chose my Essence the eyebrow pen. It's basically a pen, nothing special about it. So I'm just drawing my brows, tiny bit here. Most of the product goes here where I almost have no brows. My battery is almost dying. Forgot to change it before I started recording, so let's hope it won't be in the middle of something and I won't pay attention, because that happens sometimes. So now I have color on my brows. This one was in the shade light brown, by the way, and I have my Anastasia brow freeze. This is so reflective. Yeah, so this is my Anastasia. You can't really see that brow freeze. Now I use my e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. As I said, I already bought a backup. I just, you know, I think 15 minutes ago, well, more, no, that can't be right, about an hour ago, I made an order and I ordered another one from Airbrush. So if you want to use the brow gel, you just take your spoolie, spray it, and while you do it, you spray your entire face. Where is the spitter here? I really like the mechanism of the spray. It sprays evenly and it's really nice. So I'm just taking it while it's still wet, putting it inside the brow gel. Not a lot of quantity. Where is my mirror? And I'm just applying it. Of course the battery died on me in the middle of doing my brows. Very rude. So I am applying the gel on the other side as well. What I do is, okay, it's kind of glued already, because as I said, it was in the middle of the process, and just put them to sleep. So I wake them up, up, and they're going to sleep like that. And now I have brows, and this is different than the way I usually apply I do my brows. You can see them bushy, and I think this one is bushier than this one, so let's just help this one a bit more. This one has less hairs than the other one, I guess. This one is really bushy, as you can see. But these are the brows that I have. Oh, it's not even, it's driving me nuts. It's just driving me crazy that they're not even. They're not even Steven. Okay. Better. Better, but not perfect. Okay, I can't be perfect. I don't like being perfect, but I do like coffee. Oh my god. Everything is coffee now. Just like a little girl. I'm spilling and dropping and ooh, this is fun. Okay. For my eyelids, I chose, unfortunately, I chose this one by Revolution. This one is called Ultimate Eye Base Eye Primer Medium. In the shade, I don't know, no shade name, maybe medium is the shade name, but the shade is not good for me at all. Look at that. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Well, you can't see anything. Let's put it on the other side. It's orange. I hate it. But I'll say that I will use it, so I'm taking my brush and applying a small amount, really tiny amount on both eyes. And I'm trying not to apply too high and not go here under the brow, just on the lid, because this is very orangey. So I don't like it. And I'm using it because I said I will. Because we kind of shopped the stash. So that was in the stash. Will I reuse it again? Maybe. I don't know. Eyeshadow. But you know, but before eyeshadow, my lips are very dry. Let's do lips first. I chose for lips these two products. I chose my ColourPop lippy pencil in Brink, and I chose my Catrice Demi Matte in 010. Let's just swatch them together on this hand here. Oh, okay, here. This is so crooked. Okay, so I try to correct it. And yeah, try and put it on the other side of the lid and the lipstick. Kind of make it a big swatch. Here you go. And let's just line my lips. This one you need to shake before you use it. I don't like it. I don't like the mechanism of the pencil. It kind of, you have to kind of shake it to make it pop out. Okay. So we have the lippy and now the lipstick. This lipstick is really nice, but it kind of makes my lips really dry. It's drying my lips. So usually when I apply it, not in the, you know, have to use everything here in the bin, and I can use other things, I usually put a lip balm as a first base and then apply the lipstick, because it's really drying my lips. I like the shade. I really like the fact that it's affordable, and when it dries it's okay. I mean, I have lipsticks in my collection that as soon as I apply them, I want to take them off. This is not the case with the Catrice. It's slightly dry, but not the worst that I tried. I am using this one. I have one in the shade, I think 040, if I'm not mistaken, in my purse. That's how much I like these lipsticks. But again, I apply a lip balm before I apply my lipstick. Now we have time for the eyes. It's kind of settled down. And where did I put the palette? Here. I chose Uden's Eye with collaboration with Angelica EU. With Angelica Nyquist. This is Hella. Look at that. This is so pretty. Right? Pretty. And there's a mirror, and these are the shades, greens and pinks. Now during the entire week, I think maybe just one day I wore green, the other days I wore pink, and pink with these purple ones here, and these three pinks mainly were the ones that I used, and I used the iridescence one. So you can say I used these three here and these three here most of the week. There was a day that I used greens, so I used these or these greens here with the brown. I have a yellow shirt, so we have to do something yellow or green. I can't do pink with, well, I can, of course I can, but I want to do something green yellow, yellowy green, if you want to call it. And I'm going to start with the shade called Rebirth, which is this light yellow here. I like the fact that it has a mirror. So just taking, as I said before, if I will have fallout, I will clean it with my concealer, and if I won't have fallout, that will be wonderful, and I won't have to apply concealer. Now, do I have fallout? Of course I do, but this is light yellow. Even if I have fallout, it's not a biggie. I am applying it above my crease and almost to the brow. And of course, we'll do the same on the other side. Let's take off. Did I take off the access on my coffee? I don't think so. What is wrong with me today? Well, yeah, it is. Let's put my coffee here. It is going direction of the coffee. There is a lot of fallout. Kick back on the pan and fallout. And you can see why I don't like the orangey base, because it is here and I have to cover it now with the yellow. Don't like the base. Maybe if I'll mix it with another shade, because it is good quality, but I don't like the shade. Okay, so this was supposed to be a transition shade, but not really, because it's too much for transition shade. And for something a bit dark in the corner, I'm taking the brown called, there are names here. There's Rebirth, and the brown is Decay. So this is the brown. This is the brown Decay. Same brush. No need to change brushes. Less fallout. This time I don't have my coffee here, so I don't mind the fallout. This is not 100% brown. It is brown green. olive green, brown, a mixture of both. It is not a traditional brown, so keep that in mind. It just looks brown in the pan, but as you can see, it's not brown. It's more like an army green, which I really love. So I'm just adding it, let's say, third of the lid, and of course the other side. And don't worry if it's not 100%. It doesn't have to be 100%. If you like it, it's enough. And you are wearing makeup for yourself and not for others. So if you are happy with the outcome, then everybody else. I do want it to be even as much as I can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I can take a different brush, a clean brush, with the same yellow that I used at the beginning, the Rebirth, and kind of add, oh, I didn't take the right brush. This is too dense for this, not good. I needed a fluffier brush. Let's take this ColourPop one. And I didn't take off the access. Fallout. All over the green. I will have to reapply the green. Lots and lots of fallout. I don't mind when I remember to take it out. So I'm just, as you can see, diffusing the borders between the army green and the yellow, which here didn't go that well because I took the wrong brush. Okay, so I'm just going back to the army green, kind of to fix what I did, taking the wrong brush. You need a fluffy brush with a bit of yellow. I have leftovers, I didn't apply. I didn't take more product. So I'm just softening it a bit with round motions. Okay, now I'm taking this shade called Golden Bridge. This shade here, and a sip of my coffee. With yellow eyeshadow inside, I don't know. I hope not. So this is the shade. So this is the yellow. The army green it looks really brown, but it's not. And this beautiful shade here. Look at that. This is yummy. And I'm just applying it here, the middle of the lid, and I am tapping with my finger where it meets the army green, so it will be a bit more cohesive. So it will blend a bit more. Wow, look at that beautiful shade. This is just gorgeous. I don't have where to swatch. Swatched on my knuckles. It doesn't swatch very well. Let's swatch on the other hand. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I'm going to take a small brush, if I can find a clean one. Please, God, help me to clean my brushes. Let's take this one, a fluffy brush. And I'm going to take from the shade called Fluorescence, which is this shade here. Just taking a tiny bit. I am tapping off the access, and I'm applying it here. Yeah, maybe I'll do it with my finger. Much better. So I'm taking my pinky and just adding it here. Yeah, the pinky is a very good brush for this. Taking my other pinky and applying it on the other side. Let's take a bit more. Why not? Okay, let's just swatch this one. Fluorescence. Here. Didn't work that well. Here. Pretty shade. This is what we have now. Let's take a bit more of the dark green. No, let's take from this dark green called Ouroboros. This green here to the lower lash line. I have my beautiful brush from Rapper number 2. Just stepping it. Ooh, this one's going to be lots of fallout. And I am just applying it to the lower lash line. All over. Tapping off the excess if I'm taking more. All over the lower lash line. Okay. And on the other side as well. And I'm going to take from the Army Green, same brush, to connect it to the lower lash, to connect the lower lash line to the lid. Just like that. This is pretty, this is pretty, this is pretty. And now I want to add some sparkle. I want to add some highlight. Taking this beautiful duo shade called Double-Sided. I'm just taking it with my brush, tapping it. I don't know. Nope. Okay, yeah. This is a duochrome with the pink. So I'm adding it to the inner corner just to give the look a bit more of a pop. And I do want to use as many shades as I can. Why not? Can you see something when I am tilting my head? So I'm just applying it to the tear dot and on the other side as well. I'm still not happy. I want a very small brush. Yeah, this one is really small. Okay. Taking an angled brush, and again from the same shade, Double-Sided, and I want to add it here as well to the lower lash line. Yeah, much better. So I'm adding it on both sides, of course, from the middle, from the inner corner to, let's go third way, just to give it a bit more pop. Look at that, this is gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm taking my blending brush and just blending things up. And I am trying to do it in circular motions so it will blend seamlessly as much as possible. And the lower lash line. Okay, this is the look. Oh, okay, I think it turned out beautifully. But let's add some mascara to complete the look. I took my Man Eater by Tarte, a sample size of the mini Man Eater by Tarte, a very nice mascara, even though I think I haven't used it for a while and it kind of dried up a bit. So let's do our best. So I'm just packing some mascara. It does give me long lashes and I am wiggling it a bit. Now you can see one eye with mascara, one eye without. There is a huge difference. Even if you're not applying anything on the lid, always apply mascara. Of course you don't have to. So I am just applying and wiggling it. And I'm trying to be as careful as possible not to ruin everything. So I'm coating the lashes and wiggling it a tiny bit. Lower lash line. Do I fall out? Hardly no fallout, just a tiny bit fallout from the duochrome. So let's just add something to the lower lash line. So I'm not going to use the concealer. I don't like applying too much mascara on the lower lash line because then if I sweat I will have panda eyes. Who wants panda eyes? Panda wants panda eyes, not me. Well, this is the final look with things that I already own. I didn't buy anything new. I do have my ColourPop pencil in the shade Crumpet. This is an eyeliner in green eyeliner. Let's just add it here in the middle. Oh, what happened to it? I need to open it a bit more, I guess. Okay, now look what happened. You can't see what happened, but it broke. I hate when it happens. Where did it fall? Who knows? I'm going to add a tiny bit of green to the waterline here. And here. Okay. Now I think I used almost everything. I haven't used this green one from LA Girl. This is another pencil. My pencil. I don't think it will complement the look if I'll use it, so I'm not going to use it. I took two, one will complement the look, one won't. But other than concealer and the primer that doesn't come out and the green pencil, I used everything that I took with me with my stash shopping. Oh, I like my hair today. Looks really, really nice. Okay. Now, be honest with me, do you like this look? I know that I do, but do you like it? Let's take another sip of the coffee. Can you see my lipstick here? Yeah, it comes out really, really quickly. Oh my god, what is this sound? I don't know. I hope you can hear it, or you know what, this is a great time to say goodbye. I enjoyed it. I really like the eyeshadows. I really like the mascara. I think I reviewed everything that I use and give you my opinion on them. I really like stash shopping. it's fun. You don't have to buy new things. I only bought a new one because my daughter is using it, and it's going to disappear really quickly. I don't know what she does with that, but I don't have a lot of setting spray just because she finished them so quickly. This is the only reason why I bought another setting spray. So this is my opinion about things that are in my stash. I'm trying to buy as little as I can. Sometimes I am tempted and I'm buying things that I don't really need. I'm human. We all do that, but I do try and buy as less as possible. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. This is me playing with my swatches, so thumbs up, subscribe before you leave, and join my family here on YouTube, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.